Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the Pixar film Brave. Now as you know, Brave was meant to be a 2012 fantasy film that was produced by Pixar Animation Studios and was meant to be their next film in the line after the film Cars 2. And I think what's actually interesting is I never really watched the film fully. I only watched bits and pieces over the years. So after getting a Blu-ray copy, sat down to watch it. And the best I can say is that it's average at best. So the premise of the film is meant to take place in medieval Scotland. We see how Merida, the sort of adventurous, feisty young 16-year-old redhead princess, is meant to be betrothed to three potential brides to strengthen the bonds of the kingdom. And we do see how Merida's mum tries to get her to be a bit more ladylike. We do see how both of them have different opinions. And after Merida tries to kind of take on the role of basically being her own person, this is where we're going to see mum and daughter basically having a fallout. And we do kind of see how after meeting a sort of elderly witch, we do kind of see how Merida does something that turns her mum into a bear, and there's easily foreshadowings to it. And over the film, we do kind of see how Merida and her mum do slowly repair their bond. And over the film, we do see how Merida does try to play the role of not only being the sort of voice of reason, but also understanding how the strengthening the bonds of the kingdom is supposed to work. I think the problem with the film is that it's not having much of a plot, just a simple turning red-like story years before that film got made. I feel like there really was an intention to do something with Brave, and I think from the way Merida was designed and the plot, I do believe that DreamWorks were originally probably wanted to do a film based on Jane the Dragon, with Jane Turnkey being the main focus. And I feel like, the writer of the book series, Martin Bainton, probably rejected the idea, and I feel like Pixar probably came up with a sort of way to sort of work her way around it. I feel like Merida's character works at places, but I think at the same time she does feel like she's thrown in to sort of help bond the kingdom. There's going to be a fallout between the mum and the daughter, and we're going to see the sort of main villain of the film, who's meant to be a sort of like vicious bear, but there's more truths about them. And I think the rest of the film just feels like another typical Pixar film with a really weak, pointless, and if not a really big story. I think the thing is, I can see where Roger Ebert said how, grown-ups will be disappointed hoping for another Pixar groundbreaker, and I can kind of see what he's trying to say. I think Pixar can always come up with these big, good, and if not, really fun, entertaining stories. I feel like Brave is basically Jane and the Dragon, but set in Scotland. I think, in my opinion, Brave just feels like something that it shouldn't really have been. Merida is just basically Jane Turnkey, but only with a Scottish accent. And the rest of the film is just basically another sort of summer cash-in. And this came out during June of 2012. And it's clear that there was really a rushed product. So I think this film definitely deserves a thumbs down. Not the greatest, not the best, and it's just really a pointless cash-in. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.